Welcome back to my Colorado Mountain Garden and Homestead, and these are the marigolds that I started 3 days ago. Not all of the cells have growth coming up. Some of them are really small, and you can't really see them. Like this one here does have something coming up. That one does. This one, let's see. I don't know if you can see that. Let me move the camera here just a tiny bit over. This one does also. So what I'm going to do is, as I mentioned in the last video, I have two of these biodomes. This is a 60 cell one that I got from a girlfriend. So the ones that are taller, like these here, and you can see some are leaning, and I just got to get them pushed more into the sun. And I do have to kind of turn them a couple times as I walk by, or at least once a day. All the ones that are bigger, those are all going to be in one biodome. I'm not going to have the lid on anymore. They're just going to be out in the open. And then you can see how you see this moving around. It's actually floating. So it's like a hydroponic type unit, but the poor man's version. So once these get a little bit bigger, I will be switching the water mixture to a full strength. I'm using Fox Farm, and full strength is, I believe, 3 teaspoons. I can't remember if it's 3 teaspoons or 3 tablespoons to a gallon of water. And so every time I give them new water, now I don't let it go all the way down to the bottom because the roots are going to start growing down. I'm going to pull them out, rinse out the tray, put the tray back in, and then give them fresh water just so I don't get algae and stuff like that growing until I can put these outside, which will be a while. The other reason why I'm splitting them into two is to basically just put some space between them, so that these can get as large as possible. I may, depending on how quickly they grow, have to put these in like some solo cups, or I also have some flats that have like, I think they're 3.5 by 3.5 squares in them, that I bought plants out of them way back when. So I just keep them because they're a nice hard plastic. They're not the kind that basically cracks. So I may move some of them into those. We'll just have to see. I probably won't come back for quite a bit until these get much bigger. If there's any, because some of these up here, like that one, I don't know if there's anything coming up. If there's any, that I'm going to give them another 3 days. And if I don't see any growth in it, and I'll just use a little flashlight because some of the seeds fall down in farther. And I don't know if there's any in. There's a couple of cells like here that have 2 in. I'm not going to worry about thinning them. If one takes over the other, whatever, it's not a big deal to me. If one dies, one dies. It's just not worth it to me to thin them or anything like that at this point. These I will, some people call it pinching back, but as they get bigger, you can cut the main stem of the marigold and then it'll start bushing. So it makes it look more like the prettier ones that come in the bigger cells, like if you buy them at a nursery or a big box store or whatever, when they have them. On this table, I will also have my wildflower seeds, and I'll do an update on those when those start germinating. This weekend, I'm going to get my baggies ready for the tomatoes. I'm going to start next week, and I start all of my tomatoes inside of a baggie with a paper towel. so that I know I have germination, and then I'll start planting those out. What else is going to be coming up here really fast? I'm going to start some spinach in some smaller seed cells, and then as they get big enough to move out to the small greenhouse, I will. And I'm going to keep succession planting those in. So some will be bigger. So when they start dying off, then I'll switch to the other ones. The other thing is butter crunch lettuce, because butter crunch forms more of a head. And I can't remember. I mean, I've got a few different types of lettuces I'm going to grow. Some of it is just a leaf lettuce, which I won't put into any sort of indoor tray. I will go ahead and just you know, direct sow that out into my little greenhouse. But I got to let it get a little bit warmer. Not quite warm enough. We're supposed to maybe get snow next week. So this is just going to let me have a batch of some lettuce and some spinach earlier than others. I don't think there's anything else. If there is, I'll make a video. Oh, I may do a couple videos on some of the herbs. I did a video just a few days ago on that also. And some of these herbs are just getting huge. So I thought I'd show you that. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy Saturday. We got up to 70 degrees here today, so I'm pretty happy to see that. Happy gardening.